All right, welcome back, everyone, to a brand new year, to a great start for our, you know, 2023. Hopefully, um, happy New Year first of all. Today's the first day of the year, and I'm excited to, kind of start this new year fresh new year with a lot of goals, a lot of, possibilities, a lot of plans ahead of myself and ahead of the team. I wish you guys the really best um, health, wealth out of this this new year, and hopefully you guys are ready for um, this year, which is gonna be a little bumpy. It's gonna be a little difficult ahead of us. We're going to this recession. Things can be very unpredictable, as we know that no one's can really predict anything. But you gotta always prepare yourself. You gotta always be ready and make sure that you're focused, you're dedicated, your time, you're ready, you're always ready to do better out of yourself and for yourself and for your family. And beside that, forget about your past, forget about your last year, whatever you've been through in your trading journey. If you made so many mistakes, just go over them, look for those mistakes, and write down your mistakes, and go over your mistakes so many times to realize what went wrong, what was the mistake that you made, and just move on, man. Move on. That's how they should be. You gotta move on to the next level, next next year of your phase, next phase. You gotta move on to the next phase, and we're in that next phase. We just have to move on with our past, and start brand new year, start fresh, and move forward. So don't really overthink about your past because the past is gone, and think about your future, and hopefully you achieve more than what you expect, more than what you want, and all those good stuff. So let's get started. Today's are going to be our first weekly session, um, first weekly session of the year. So hopefully you guys are going to enjoy this. I'll try to keep it short. We have very actually short watch list this week that is coming ahead of us. And keep that in mind. Tomorrow, Monday, January 2nd, market is closed, so we're gonna be back on Tuesday. Do our live commentary as always, and a scanner would be up. Alerts would be ready to go, and then we're gonna see what's going to happen in the stock market, because it's the best place to create wealth. Whoever tells you that stock market is not a good place to create wealth, they lie to your face. They're not telling you the truth. Obviously, there are different markets, real estate, and all that, but everyone knows that the best place to create tremendous wealth is stock market, and there's no doubt for that. There's always activities, there's always volatility. It's all about the psychology of the market. It's all about how you're going to be ahead of other traders, how you're going to take advantage of the opportunities that represent itself, and be smart about your plan. Study the market, learn about the market, and it combines all these things together. It's not, a red and butter, so it's just very important to know that you're going to have a really tough time and good time with trading in general. So those are combined together and build this massive, success out of it. So whoever tells you Otherwise, do not believe that. I am telling you this word is different than many people that they think about it. 90% of people, they don't really realize where exactly the opportunity exists, as they're short sighted. They don't really see the bigger picture. So that's very important to know. That makes you special when you're attending to trade every day, to become a day trader or become a swing trader or become, someone that you wanted to, be in the financial market. That makes you different. It makes you different than other people that are very lazy, uneducated, not dedicated in their future. They don't really care. They're scared. They're afraid. They don't take risks. They don't know anything about risk management. They don't even try. So yeah, try to avoid those people this new year. Try to cross over these type of people around you. Your surrounding is very important. Try to spend your time with the more dedicated people, more intelligent people, more smart people that are taking risk, moving forward for themselves. So that's very important to have, because your inner circle always represents yourself, always influence you, what you're gonna be, who are you gonna be, what you're gonna do, and all those stuff. So think about it in the bigger picture and have a positive attitude, have a good energy, wake up early, trade early, don't trade too late. I mean, all this stuff that I kept saying over and over in our live session. Some days that I go live, send you guys the link in the channel. A lot of you join, and probably a lot of you are shy to ask question. Don't be that person. Ask question. If you don't know anything, ask question. Figure out. Try to play around. There's nothing wrong to, asking question if you don't know anything about something. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started to our watch list. And I'm going to start with our swing trade that we had for the past few weeks, and that is Manchester United club, the English club, Premier League club that we had. We called this from 20 and 21. So the Man U, we had our watch list, and my first target was 23, and which we already hit. And the story's over. Man United still have those, kind of had those rumor about Cristiano and all that. What happens? Cristiano went, online, went to an interview and talk about the behind the scene of the club. And after that, we had, founders of the club. I mean, not the founder, the owners of the club. They decided to sell their company, and that positive catalyst still plays out with the with the MNU ticker for the past few months. It hasn't been diluted too much. It's been added actually, and it grows substantially after our initial call. And for us as a swing trader, and day trader, we look for a very midterm, or like very, not a really long term, at least for now, at least for this market condition. I personally do not really look for a bigger longer term. However, I will look for some good swing this year for us, as everything is going to be super discounted. And as you guys probably know, the most wealth will created during the recession time. So get ready for those. And I personally ready for those time. Cash up, have your liquid, have your cash ready. Don't spend your money, don't waste your money on garbage. It's not worth it. And your timing is very, very important. So you want to be smart about your timing, and figure out when is the best time to enter, when is the best time to exit, and those kind of stuff. So as far as the swing trading, I will look forward for more opportunities. I will look forward for more possibilities that we can kind of like swing over, and definitely we'll post out our ideas. But for now, the last one we had before the end of the year, it was Man U. We had also GEO, which was very successful, I think. GEO, yeah. And then after a call, I called that to take your profit. The stock has been tumbled, but overall, GEO is still up from our $7 call. But Man U was very solid. 14% gain from our call. I mean, that's pretty much it for the past few weeks. I think, not even a month. So hopefully you guys like that. I personally took all my profits, so I'm out of this Man U. I don't really look forward to this anymore. As I'm kind of moving towards this new year, I want to look for better opportunities. So with Man U, have your own plan. Make sure that your plan is right, and you have your own strategy on it. So if you want to keep continue or whatever, and also keep that in mind. Stuff like Man U are trading very slowly. They're higher float stock, so and you might get into this liquidity trap. So you want to be smart about your situation. And let's get to our day trading stocks. Watch this. We have ATNF, which we kind of initiated. I think it was on December 27th, and on Friday, from the 27th, we had this runner right here, and then on Friday we saw another pump after the CEO issued a letter to shareholders. His company focused on clinical, and basically the brief conversation, the brief information on that letter to the shareholder was the company is focused on clinical programs involving the repurposing of anti-TNF drugs for the treatment of Dupuytren disease. I don't even know if I pronounced that right. Frozen shoulder and all those stuff. So it's kind of positive result for them, and based on what the CEO mentioned. So that caused the stock to have this activity on Friday and hit it. As you guys can see, the yellow is my daily daily line. So 398 was the highest after the stock released its PR on Friday. So far overall, stock has been very bullish and good looking. So my personal thought on this, I would definitely have this on my radar. Look forward to this on Tuesday. See if you're going to see much more of a activities on this. I think stock is on lower float category, if I'm not mistaken. Stock has only 1.41 million float, so it can move faster. But so far, it at the natural resistance 398. It's a $4 kind of range, so it could possibly just have that multi-day runner and then plump. I didn't see any offering on this. I think they expired their offering. I'm not too sure. Let me double check. ATNF. They do have a shelf offering actually, and that registration was on June 2022. So keep that in mind. That can be considered as a cash need. The company has only 5.8 months of cash left. based on their quarterly cash burn, which is 3.7 million, and estimate current cash of 6 million. So that's a sign you want to be smart about it. If all of a sudden they decided to do the offering, and before the end of the year, we saw a lot of stocks that they decided to do their direct offering before the end of the year because of their calendar outlook. They wanted to be on the cash side for the upcoming year. But for this ATNF, I think they haven't announced they haven't announced their direct offering yet. So we shall see how this plays out, if they're going to do it this month or anytime before that, anytime after that. So is that a possibility? I mean, the range is still higher. We see that 413. I mean, it's a little bit higher, but if that break in, I don't see much more than. I mean, you can see on the chart. Don't see 550 right here. We have 524 right here. So I mean, the 5 above, it could really squeeze this up. I mean, the 4 is very important. Obviously, this 4, we have this 430, 37, 46. So 450 also. I mean, that's a gap. Let's see how this will plays out. So far, stock has been traded on Friday. I mean, I'm not sure how much volume. Let's take a look on the volume side. On Friday, the stock has been traded 40 million shares on Friday. So, I mean, that's a lot of share, obviously. Overall, for 1 million float stock. So ATNF could be nice for upcoming week. That's why I have it on my watch and on the watch list. So we'll definitely look for this. Next one on the watch list, we have Poly, the most manipulated stock of the year. Why is that? Because the company made an offering, and then there was a lot of insider transaction going on right after. I think this is the pre-market Friday. They made an offering, and then dead cat bounce continuation, and then lots of buyers and lots of fight. I mean, I personally was scalping this, and it was very unclear picture to see how this will really plays out, because at the same time we see a higher range of short increase on this. Shorts were so onto this, and they wanted this thing to crash down, and eventually, because there was a lot of shorts happening before the pre-market pump again, and then a lot of them were greedy and happy because of the direct offering happened. But obviously, as the shorts continue to keep shorting, it can really burn them out if they don't really take their profit or cover. And that exactly what happened. Buyers showed up, insider transaction, and then dead cat bounce intraday here, and then push up, short to squeeze, get covered, and then another push up. So that what exactly happened with Poly. I think there's there's a lot of manipulation going on with the stock. They did that offering, and then Passivhair announced 2.5 million direct offering and concurrent private placement priced above market under Nasdaq rules. So they had some insider transaction, obviously, and there wasn't any indication on this. So me personally, after seeing this thing just kind of crush down before market close, I wasn't really interested to have this on my watch list. But however, the reason that I wanted to kind of have this on our watch list was because this stock was manipulated. There's lots of pumps going on. There's lots of dip buyers. There's lots of shorts still hasn't covered yet. That is why I put it on our watch list to see if there would be another possible plays out in a long side. But obviously, as a short side, still looking great. The risk is just why the stock has different volatilities on different action. I mean, every second that I was looking at the ticks, I mean, you can see that I was kind of like trading at this range. The ticks was very, very much likely to have the fake out, and right over here, I believe it was right here, it had that fake out and then flush, and all of a sudden buy out a bottom ticket at this range, and then huge order that are just showing on the just showed on level 2. The buyers just keep trying to push these things up, and then there was this battle, and eventually longs won this battle, and took it to T 850, and that was kind of like a bigger target and natural resistant kind of price. And after that, it just crossed that death cross, and downtrending, lower high, and all that stuff combined together. So at this point, I will look for this Tuesday. If this will continue flush down, if it's gonna continue flush down, stock is over. I don't think it will pump back up anytime soon. But I mean, we still have this range from current price right now, 467 to there's another 15% reward left for shorts to this $4 range. So if they're gonna take this to that $4, congrats to all the shorts. Make sure. I mean, this could be a really good bounce point again, but it all really depends on how much volume you will get, new volume, fresh volume on this. If not, it probably gonna trade sideways and trade. It does have that. It probably gonna have that consolidation and all that. So I'll be smart on this one. I don't want to really encourage anyone to just trade something that is already dead or whatever is gonna happen. But I have it on the watch list because I think there is potential if new volume comes in. So last one but not least one, it's Kala, the most craziest one. Kala was actually it was a massive runner from 27th December 27th. We had this stock from $3. Stock was up only $3 and went to $40 in multi-days in only 3 days. You can imagine that how really the pump works, and stock can get manipulated so easy. So in my opinion, as long as the stock is really tradable, there's always an opportunity on both sides, and downside and upside. So it really doesn't matter as long as you know what exactly where to enter and where to figure that, where to kind of see that. So overall, the stock is crossed over that price range that I have on my requirements. I don't really look for this price range anymore. However, the stock is still on our scanner, our radar, because of the low liquidity, lower float, and all that squeeze that all of a sudden happened. I mean, stock will funny thing about this stock, it just went to this crush and flush time, and very illiquid time frame, and everyone's just looking at I mean, all the traders probably looking at this range that stock will probably death cross and flush down, and that's what short wanted. And then all of a sudden it gets that much of volume and squeeze up. I mean, we see that one time here. I think this is Thursday. On Thursday, one confirmation here, and then pre-market pump continuation, pre-market from the after hour Thursday, another one, and then flush down, and then you see another crossover, but still going. It still have some juice. So I think this is a good time to see that stock is already ran up way too much. Though if you look at the news, they announced FD acceptance, IND application, treatment, They also raised 31 million in the private placement, selling 43,478 shares of Series E convertible non-redeemable preferred stock at the price of 575 per share. So, I mean, these are the indication that you can see why the stock has been, pumping so hard. There is definitely something really fishy going on with this stock insider, or it's just a regular, buyout from all these private placement news and all that, insider transaction that definitely moved this up. And also, I think Kala has over 15%, only 15% of institutional ownership. So the stuff very and also very liquid, and it's only have 1.41 million shares afloat. I mean, out of 1.50 shares outstanding, 1.40 is offered to the public. So keep that in mind. Kala has not been offering yet, I believe. Let's take a look, see if they made any direct offering yet. No, they did not actually. So that also one thing you should keep that in mind. The company has only 8.4 months of cash left based on quarterly cash burn. Their cash burn is minus a negative 21 million 700,000. An estimate current cash is 60 million. So these are the stuff that you should probably take a look at. Their shelf offering, they have shelf offering from May 2020. So I believe that will expire if they don't make the replacement. So it hasn't expired, I think. I'm not too sure about that, but it's still one of the possibilities they can really take that direct offering to their desired price. So keep that in mind. It probably die down if there would be any offering on this and flush it down. I don't think anyone will buy this again unless if some deep buyers grab. You can find the opportunity on that dead cat bounce and then buy it up, sell it higher. Just a quick scalp. But I think, me personally, thinking that it could really run up again if this volatility continues, if the same pattern happen again, going to that flush time and all the death cross, almost a death cross, and then squeeze up. So if that happen again, we might see. I have 40. Don't have anything higher than 45.75. I think that is the max. What we do have here. Oops, I always have this. Okay, so we do have a range of. You can see that there's a huge gap. 47.57 could be a next resistance, and after that it's probably much higher. I mean, this gap is higher than you could expect. So 55. I can see that 50 if that 47 breakthrough or continued. So keep that in mind. These are just the probabilities if this is gonna happen or not. So I have this call on our watch, and this is gonna be our the last ticker on the watch list. I still have other back pockets, Hoth, BXRX. I will look for all of these. BXRX was the nasty one. I personally took a loss on this. I don't really have any hope on this junk yard. So, but it's still, I have it on the back pocket because they could run up. If not, hopefully we see much more new tickers with the new year. So why not? We might just throw all these into the trash. But I have CELO, and that's it. I don't have any other back pocket yet. So just these three, and then mainly watching Kala, ATNF, and Poly for day trade and all that. So that's it, guys, for the for our Sunday weekly session. Hope you guys enjoyed, benefit from it, and ready for Tuesday, ready for another week, ready for a new year, fresh start. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you are part of the team, you will also receive this in your email. You can also subscribe to our newsletter. It's a free weekly watch list that I send out, so you can have that as well. And yeah, that's it. We'll look forward to talk to you guys on the live commentary on Tuesday, and hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you.